Here in the United States, there is not a whole lot of gold buying happening. It's been like that for quite some time, but there is a gold rush of sorts happening in a certain part of the world that one might not fully expect. And it's not just who is buying the gold, but how they are doing it as well, which is quite intriguing. We'll talk about it as we explore. Premiums in gold are down compared to what they have been in the past because not as many people are buying them these days. Now, you may not know that from the retail side whenever you go to make a purchase, but we are seeing more and more dealers give us good deals on gold and silver because there's not as many people buying them. Summit Metals is a sponsor of the channel. Most of you familiar, you've seen some of the deals they've had over there, some really good pricing, and they hope to continue that as they continue to expand and grow. Check out summitmetals.com. Now, gold is a metal that has low premiums when you buy it, but it also means when you go to sell it, you're getting much less for it than what you had been able to in the past. However, in a certain part of the world, it's completely different. And what am I talking about? Iran. Iran right now is setting the world on fire with their gold buying due to economic pressures that have been mounting. And it's not just with the government, it's with the people too. Online gold selling platforms are gaining traction in Iran, offering fractional ownership of the precious metal as an accessible option for those grappling with financial instability. That's right. The people of Iran are now buying gold online. And it's not to say that the internet is a foreign thing in Iran. It isn't. But I've not really heard of many online dealers out there in most of these parts of the world, especially the Middle East. So this is a little intriguing and surprising to me that they are doing this. The platforms heavily advertised across Tehran target lower income individuals seeking to protect their dwindling savings amidst failing and falling currency that wipes out their cash savings. In other words, inflation is going crazy there in Iran. And I don't think this is even what their money looks like anymore, but this is what it looked like once upon a time. Now, remember, Iran is being hit with continual sanctions, and they're tightening up amidst their support for terror groups. They're the largest sponsor of terror in the world, state sponsor of terror. And so that is a part of what the problem is. So the people, they get gold because they themselves can protect themselves with gold, because in reality, the people aren't the problem in Iran. It's the theocracy that is controls the oligarchs, the religious oligarchs there in Iran that control everything. And the president is merely just a puppet. But with gold prices soaring to approximately 55 million rials per gram, many Iranians now find traditional methods of purchasing gold increasingly out of reach. So think about that for a moment. This is an old 100 rial bill, and you can see there, this is a fraction. How much gold could you buy with this? Could you even buy this much gold for like what would be in a gold back? 1/1000th of an ounce. No, you would not even be able to get that. But that's how much their currency has debased. It's crazy. For decades, gold served as a trusted form of savings and financial security, especially during an economic crisis. And they're talking about in Iran, as this news source is from Iran International. With the average worker earning just above 100 million rial per month, that's about $130. And living cost rising sharply, purchasing even a small amount has become unattainable. Think about that for a moment. Average worker earning just $130 per month. Man, that's crazy when you think about that, isn't it? How they're able to live and survive over there is just amazing. But things have got to be a lot cheaper, at least to some extent. The platform's promise of affordability has drawn interest, but also skepticism. Mizan news agency affiliated with the judiciary has warned that fake sales and fraud are among the dangers lurking for gold buyers via online platforms in Iran. Of course, we're no stranger to that here in the United States too, but there are some really good bullion dealers, well established, well trusted for sure. But there, some of these people may not be familiar with who the players are, especially if they're starting to tick up with these upstarts. You don't know who is legitimate or who is not. Public trust remains low, partly due to past scandals like the 2016 collapse of Salmon Coins, a gold trading company that embezzled 150 trillion rials, devastating thousands of customers and deepening fears about the trustworthiness of online sales. The company engaged in fake sales, selling assets it did not possess, leading to widespread financial losses. The scandal prompted public outrage and legal action, resulting in the arrest and prosecution of key figures. It also highlighted significant regulatory weaknesses in Iran's financial oversight, particularly of online trading platforms, and eroded public trust in such services. I imagine the punishment was probably pretty harsh in Iran for those people. The uncertainty about the platforms is further exacerbated by the relentless depreciation of the rial. Despite hopes that the dollar's upward trend would stabilize following Donald Trump's comments of resolving Iran issues without military conflict, the U.S. dollar has surged to approximately 850,000 rials, breaking new records. Economic expert Ali Sadehin notes that while negotiations between Iran and the U.S. remain uncertain, inflationary expectations continue to drive the dollar's rise. That means that this is not even worth the paper it's printed on. 100 rials. Crazy to think about, but yeah, that's the situation. So people there in Iran are buying gold, and as long as it's trustworthy gold, it's great. Now, I did have a friend who in the area here who had just over a tenth of an ounce gold coin from Iran that he wanted to sell to me for under spot. Couldn't afford to buy it at the time, but boy, that'd be nice to get that coin. I don't have any Iranian coins, gold coins. But it's interesting, pretty amazing how this is happening. If the dollar's rise is hurting these other currencies, that's probably what they want right now, especially our enemies. Sedegin explained to the Titra Aval and Alset website, if negative news is injected into the market, the dollar's price will move to a higher threshold. Overall, the dollar could rise above its current level. Indeed, the dollar strength has been well above 105 for a while now compared to other currencies. And so currencies like, especially those who we are sanctioned, it really puts a hurting on their currency and their value. And the people know this. And so they are looking for legitimate ways to be able to buy gold, because you can't sanction gold. Once it's in your possession, it maintains its value and will only go up based off of sanctions. So I think it's wise of the Iranian people to do that. And there should have been this way to be able to happen before. I just hope that some of these websites are legitimate for the Iranian people. Now, the broader impact of the economic crisis extends beyond finance. Sociology professor Zara Ojag observed that the rising poverty and currency devaluation are eroding social trust and increasing conflict in Iran. With the society becomes poorer, healthy interactions decline, leading to heightened mistrust and conflict, and maybe even an uprising, which is much overdue in Iran. Although last time it happened, the United States bailed on the Iranian people. That was in 2009 under Obama. I have a feeling that if it happens again, Trump will be 100% behind the Iranian people. So let's hope that has. And there is a viewer I haven't seen in a while that actually was in Tehran. And if he's watching this video, we'd love to know what the situation is like there, and hope he's doing well. But very interesting indeed. And I pray for the Iranian people, and I hope they can get their gold to protect their wealth against their currency, which is devaluing. So there you have it. So there's your market report here for this situation. But it just goes to show you, like Iran is basically sort of acting like a little mini China in this regard. Of course, China, it's much more attainable and accessible, but there's been problems with fake gold being sold in that country as well. So notwithstanding, we hold on to gold as long as we know the gold is real, then it shall not change or adjust in terms of what it is. You just have to protect it yourself, your holdings of your gold that you have in your home. So there you have it. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below about this story. I like to bring you the latest news and insights and analysis in the world of precious metals. And I hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. I am working my hardest to try to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, but I need your help. If you could share this video, if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and if you could engage the video with a thumbs up and a comment, it would help a lot. So with that, I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for watching and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.